Hello and welcome to another episode of the Sailing Adventures with Scamper. So today what the plan is an oil change on my Beta BZ482. Now at some point in the past they changed it from the really catchy name of BZ482 just to the Beta 14. Never done an oil change of any sort on any car, bike or boat before, so I've read it. Seems pretty straightforward, and the advantage of Beta engines is a pump built into the oil system. So once I've warmed up the engine, the manual says to run it for about 10 minutes, and then I can use the external pump to pump the oil out into an appropriate container, and then I can replace the oil. Now the manual says the oil should be, or the capacity of the engine should be 2 to 2.5 litres of oil. So I'll probably pop 2 litres in, and after I've replaced the oil filter as well, and we'll see the level. Obviously run it for a little bit and take the oil level as well. So let's see how it goes. Never done this before. Wish me luck. This is the first season with a boat I haven't changed the oil before. It was done. As you can see, the date on the fuel filter there. It was done on the 28th of March this year by an authorised Beta dealer just adjacent to Gosport Marina. Now, if you watch my previous video, you will be aware that the boat is no longer in the water. So what I've decided to do, I've got a freshwater hose set up here, and I'm going to keep filling the raw water feed with fresh water from a hose. Okay, so as you can see, it is just there, and it's nice and clean anyway, and I do inspect it and clean out any debris before I restart the engine every time. As you can see, it comes out the bottom of the reservoir strainer, follows that hose all the way around into the impeller, and then up through there into the heat exchanger, which was also overhauled and cleaned back in March this year as well. So I think that should be okay to leave, although I do have to check and change the anode within the raw water feed before it goes into the heat exchanger there. So got the hose ready, so let's refill the reservoir and see how it goes. What I'm going to do now, turn the electrics on, see if I can get the engine started. Fingers crossed, it's been a little while. And I've already checked it's out of gear, so let's give this a go. Okay, so we are nearly at the 10-minute mark, and that's worked quite well. And occasionally I've just stuck my head a little bit out through the hatch, and I can see or I can hear the cold water hitting I can hear the water hitting the gravel outside, so I know it's all kind of going through properly, and surprised how quick it sucks the water through, but there we go. So yeah, in a minute or so I'm going to turn the engine off and go from there. Now, you guys watching this may well have more experience than me, but I think the engine sounds quite smooth. It was actually replaced, or the old engine was replaced in 2009 with this Beta, and I don't think it's done that many hours since then, to be honest. I think it sounds pretty good. Another few seconds, and then that's the 10 minutes. so far so good. Now let's turn the electrics off, and then let's have a go at using the pump to drain the oil. Okay, so you can just see the container I've got to hold the old oil. I've just undone the valve at the bottom of that pump assembly, so let's see what happens. Well, it seems to be working so far. What a great idea. I don't know whether all boat engines have this. Being the first boat, I've got no idea. Never really worked or anything on any other engines, but beta. So yeah, let me know in the comments below if other engines have this, or actually if you think it's a really good idea. There we go. I think that's pretty clear that there's no engine oil left in there. Good. I've also turned the valve off again as per the instructions, and now I've got to try and get that oil filter off, which looks like it might be a bit tricky to get in there, but fingers crossed with the filter tool that I've bought, that should be okay. And we've got a new oil filter there, and I'll put a bit of oil around the rubber O-ring there to make sure it sits properly and we don't hopefully get any leaks. So let's give that a go. Plastic bag I've got might be a bit big for this, but well, all I've done there is I know I had to put it on hand tight, but I've just turned the oil filter there, and it looks like I don't need a tool after all. So maybe I can use that for other filters and that kind of thing if I need it in the future. So let's make sure this plastic bag is sat nicely under this oil filter to catch any old oil. There we go. It's all in the bag, and I've got a paper towel just underneath the engine there in the bilge to catch any drips. Let's pop this in another bag as well. See, the oil filter was just there. You can see the end plate, and it's a bit dark in there. Yeah, a bit too dark really. And again, never having done this before, not quite sure how much oil needs to go on there. I think that's probably enough. Let's just wipe some of the old oil off there. Okay, so let's screw this one back on. There we go. So that's just hand tight, not using a tool or anything for that, and looks like I've got a nice seal. Okay, so that's about 1.5 litres so far, so let's stick another ½ litre or so in there. I do recall when the beta specialist did the oil change back in March, when I came back to the boat, it was actually just on minimum. So I did have to top up a good amount to get it up. Okay, so that is just below the 3. So I've put in probably 2.25 litres. There we go, maybe that's in focus. Just got the funnel there sat in the top. I'm going to wait for it to drain down through the engine a touch, and then use the dipstick, obviously, to see how much oil we've got in there. Let's see what this says. Okay, so it looks like just on the minimum. So I think let's stick a bit more in, and I suppose because I've got the pump, if I do overfill it, let's see if I can get this back in. If I do overfill it, I suppose I can just pump it out. Okay, so that is, I don't know whether you can see that there or not, but it is just on the full mark, so no doubt there's a bit draining down, but I assume some of that will disappear out of the sump and fill the oil filter as well. So I think what we'll do, let's run the engine for a bit, let it rest, and then check the oil again. Let's just wipe that oil filter off on the bottom, just so it's clean. And there we go, and then I'll be able to see whether there's any drips, fingers crossed. Let's put the filler cap back on. Okay, let's turn the engine off, that should be enough. Okay, so the oil filter appears to be dry, so there's nothing leaking out of there. Okay, let's try the dipstick again. Okay, so despite the manual saying it only needs 2 to 2.5 litres of oil, there is hardly anything on the dipstick at all. It's not even up to minimum, which is surprising. Maybe I need to leave it a bit longer. So I think whilst I'm letting the oil drain back into, which I assume is called a sump on a boat engine as well, before I check the oil again with the dipstick, I think I'll make a cup of tea. So let's do that. And actually, I don't even need to boil any water because I brought a flask with me. It's been about 10-15 minutes since I turned the engine off, and it is actually sat on minimum. So like I said, I think I'm going to put another ½ litre in, give it a good 10 minutes just to work its way down and see what the oil is like. And yeah, very nice cup of tea and a biscuit as well. Thank you very much. Okay, so you may or may not be able to see on the dipstick there that it is just a touch below maximum, and I did actually overfill it a touch, so I've just taken 2 pumps to pump out a little bit and got that on there. So in reality it was probably more like 3 litres, maybe 3 and a bit litres of oil to fill it. So what I think I'm going to do, let's run the engine for a few minutes, turn it off, come back tomorrow and have a look at the engine oil level at that point. I hope you've enjoyed watching this episode of the sailing adventures of Scamper. As I said at the beginning of the video, first time I've done this, and read about it in the manual and actually the Beta manual is really good for this sort of thing. So if you didn't get one with your boat, you can download them for free off the net for your particular engine. And the addition of that pump, that manual pump, out of the sump of the engine is absolutely awesome. Can you imagine the mess that you might make with a relatively shallow bilge that we've got? And there's not much room between the bottom of the engine and the hull, so God knows how I'd get anything under there to drain the engine out or drain the engine oil out. So that pump is absolutely fantastic. Great. So we've got the Plymouth landfill just over the road here, so on the way home I'm going to stick the old oil over there, dispose of it responsibly, and come back tomorrow. So cheers guys, take care, and I'll see you on the next one.